This week's Parsha is Mishpatim. Mishpatim translates to social ordinances. The whole Parsha immediately following the Aseret Dibrot is how we get along together in community. It starts with how to treat a Hebrew slave, because we know that people will have to become indentured servants because they'll mess up, they'll owe money, they might steal, and they'll have to find a way to pay it back. And it goes all the way through so many different ideas. In this parsha is eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, hand for a hand, etc. This is, I think, one of the most misunderstood lines of the Torah. Because people think, okay, so if somebody pokes my eye out, I'm supposed to poke their eye out. In the Talmud, it goes through a whole discussion in how this is all about mammon, about money. That you pay money. If you hurt somebody, you have to pay them for their injuries. And you have to pay them for all these different things. People have used it as vengeance and retribution. It is not meant that way. Because if you go ahead and you poke everybody's eye out, then the whole world is blind. Being in religious behavioralism, making it so that, I have to do everything according to exactly what it says literally. It's the great way to bastardize and ruin the holiness and the beauty of what Torah teaches. Eye for an eye is, there's damages that have to be paid if you poke somebody's eye out. But just retribution and vengeance, we learn that that's up to God, not up to us humans. And in order to have an orderly society, one cannot have a society bent on vengeance and bent on behaviorism, because each case is different and you have to be in the moment and you have to see what's the next right thing to do. There's no formula on a chart or a graph that's going to give you the right answer. You have to be in the moment and you have to look for how do we move it forward, not how do I get even or get back. All of this goes on in this parsha. And at the end of the parsha comes one of the most famous lines of Torah. It's talking, Moses took the record of the covenant and read it aloud to the people, and they said, Kol asher diber Adonai, all that God has said, na'aseh v'nishma, we will do it and we will understand it. We have to be engaged, immersed in the living of Torah, in the living of these ordinances, in order to really, truly understand how to apply them and how they make us live well. I'm asking you this Shabbat, get rid of vengeance, practice FU, forgive you, and let's be immersed and engaged in doing and being part of a community so that we can understand how it enriches our life. Shabbat Shalom.